Two challenges tonight. You got your bounty, which is I'm not putting it up there because I don't want you to guess. I'm not having you guess on this one. We're bringing Sat back. There's a helmet in this bag right here. Retired NFC player. Guess one player you think it is. You don't have to if you don't want to. But I've got it. I've got it covered. Doesn't mean it's a chrome. It's not a chrome. One retired NFC player. I'll shut it down once we shut the poll down too. So let me pull my screen up here. Alberto, Daryl, how's it going? Alex Boone, McNabb, Emmett Smith, Joe Montana, Falk, Troy Aikman, Trey. That'd be a whole different name, huh? One guess per person, just like one vote per person. I like guessing games. I probably will do this every stream night. If I forget, I don't know, maybe every other, but I may whittle it down and give you like a division if it's a harder person. This one, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's hard. Justin, against your better judgment, taking Vegas. Gotcha. I'm gonna just write down, so I'm gonna mark this off. If I don't do it now, I'll forget later. Dustin, you had overpaid by $2 the other day, so so 41 instead of 43, just for your records. I liked it. Antonio Freeman. I'm such an idiot. I joined a break the other day, and I had claimed I think it was San Francisco and Green Bay, and then I hadn't watched this room in a long time, and I scrolled back like 2 days ago and saw that Green Bay got pulled, so I took Green Bay off, and then who is it? It's a Green Bay Antonio Freeman flash, or it might have been Jerry Kramer. I turned it off. With my own worst enemy. Very dumb of me. Leroy Butler. Okay, we're full in Big House, full size, full in Radke, full in Gold Rush, full in NBA. I need to run the randoms. We'll do that here in a second. Just one spot left in the NFL HP limited edition card. Remember, I did not buy a full case. They were in between cases, so there wasn't one I could buy, but I bought the last two of series 14, I said. Yep, 14. Boxes 76 and 83. We'll just do evens odds. So we'll do whatever one hits odds on top, evens on bottoms, and then next week we'll do the last one. So one left there. Headliner pictures are on the Facebook page. I can help you if you need to. I think there may be one or two. There's probably a couple left that are headliners, but again, that's only 10 out of the 100 or so. Calvin Pickard still left in the East Coast 2 box for 13 as well. That's all that's left right now. We are going to do the dollar break first, so I think we're going to kind of keep up this pattern probably every other week. We may do a couple weeks in a row with dollar break, but winner's choice, dollar break, winner's choice, dollar break. This week was dollar break. I had some fun items. I thought we'd get more claims, but that was still a decent amount. But Radke Hot Box was added, Justin Jefferson Funko, dual sign Miami Dolphins Rave, and I can't remember the last thing. Lamar Jackson Mini. So some fun stuff. So we'll run that first. We'll come back and we'll close this stuff up. We'll run the NBA. Let's run the NBA randoms right now so that they're out of the way and you guys can see who you get. And then if you want to trade, you can. Let's do that real quick here. Carl, Kansas City in the card. You got it. So we'll run both pairs of randoms. Let's do the NBA first and then NFL, and then we'll go to the dollar break. Thanks, Carl. Good luck to you. Reggie. I got a Reggie item here. I didn't realize that that was Reggie Bush in Adam Sandler, or not Adam Sandler, his show. And Happy Gilmore too. He's one of the maxi golfers. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I didn't realize it was him until I watched the second time. Utah on top, New Orleans on bottom. Oh, that was kind of funny, a funny role for him. In movies before, but okay. I'm not going to read those off, but if you are looking to trade or sell your randoms, they're right there. Let's quickly do. Carl, I'm going to mark this and make a note too now so I don't have to do it later. What are those, 15? Where? 15. Okay, back over here. Let's run the NFL Hit Parade randoms. Then everything will be set up besides Picard, but we can offer that when we get to that. Then we'll do the dollar break. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I tried to play my music 10 minutes ago and it wouldn't load. That's how bad the Wi-Fi is getting down here. Let's try it now. Don't tell me I won't be able to listen to music this whole time. I'm going to try to turn the Wi-Fi on. I guess I was on no Wi-Fi. 1 second. Retired NFC player. Oh, maybe it's just the DJ one. I like listening to that one because it. Okay. That one's working. Okay, let's go run Arizona through Washington here. Then we'll start the dollar break process and get rolling. Thanks for helping me close stuff up, guys. I appreciate it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Tennessee on top, Miami on bottom. Again, I'm not going to read off the randoms until we get to that specific break. Who you have and you know you want to trade or sell them, now's the time to take a quick look and put them up. So we're full on everything. The only thing that's not claimed is Calvin Picard. We'll get there. Okay, let's do our dollar break first. Let's look at claims. I want to say there was 480 with about 80 in freebie spots. Donald Driver, I like it. Yeah, I'll allow that. I saw you switched from the AFC player to the NFC player. All good. Let's read off who has how many, just so we're all on the same page and make sure I don't miss any. I try to do it really slowly and not mess it up, but I'm human. If you think I'm missing your spots, let me know, or if I did too little, too many. We'll look at the items, we'll run the dice, we'll run the list, and then we'll find the winner. So in this week's dollar break, thanks for joining, whoever did. Dwayne, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Bill S., you had 20 with 5 bonus. Dylan, you want Picard K. You've got enough in credit to cover that, so I'll just minus it off of that, if that's how you want to do it. 5 bonus for Bill. Tom, you had 5. Scott, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Joe, you had 15. Dwayne, you had another 20 with 5 bonus. John K., you had 5. Les, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Brian E., you had 4 there. Mark M., 10. Matt S., you had 10. Chris D., you had 20 with 5 bonus. Bruce S., you had 20 with 5 bonus. Nick, you had 5. Nick F. Larry V., you had your 31 with 5 bonus. Tim, 1. Frank, 3. Chad, you had 10. Brian E., another 4. Greg, you had, I think it was 44, my high school basketball number. 10 bonus. Philip, 5. Don't worry, I was good as a young kid, but I got too slow. Quentin, 25 with 5 bonus. I'm just saying I'm not hyping myself up. Just reminds me of that. Scott, 25 bonus. Michael M, 25 bonus. Brian W, 20 with 5 bonus. Jonathan R, you had 8. And Chris, you closed this, Christy, with 20 with 5 more bonus. That's our list. I've got it copied. It's showing me that I have it copied, but I have mental issues and want to copy it again just in case. Let's go look at our dollar break items. Read through them quickly. We've got some full sizes here. So we added, this is one full size. Mark Duper, Mark Clayton. We have one before that on the same side. This is opposite sides. Dual signed Rave. Warren Sapp, Jordan Addison, Steve Spurrier, Anthony Richardson, Terrell Davis. It's a Rave as well. Added a hot box, so it's just the full size hot box mystery. This is out of 500, so they have some huge headliners on here, but there's also stuff that's a little bit lower end too. Mixture of everything, which I love. The one we opened was a nice Browns amp. Jarvis Landry, which I hadn't seen in a while. I thought that was cool. So there's all sorts of ends on this, but this is an option if you want to. And if you do pick this, you can choose for me to open it for you here, or I can send it to you. So I don't care. I would like you to tell me what you hit, just so I know. I'm always curious. We got Justin Jefferson, Post Malone, and Dan Marino on some Funkos. A couple full-size goalie masks. That's Jonathan Quick and Ed Belfour. Danica Patrick on the NASCAR helmet. More others. I can't think of his name. Tom Hardy, Bane, Elijah Wood for Frodo Baggins, and Jack Sparrow, Johnny Depp. On some other Funkos, we have two 16 by 20s, Gordie Howe and Walter Payton. Two batting helmets, if you choose them, Sammy Sosa, Vlad Jr. would be combined. Mike Tyson on the boxing glove. Some minis, Joe Montana, Jamar Chase, Charles Woodson, Troy Aikman, Terry Bradshaw Blaze, Bo Jackson, Giannis Antetokounmpo. We added the Lamar Jackson hard to get auto on a Louisville VSR 4. Carlos Vegas got claimed just a little above, but I appreciate you trying to help. They were just barely claimed, well, not barely, but a little bit above. It's just hidden in all of the player guesses. If you're just showing up, what they're doing is they're guessing a retired NFC player, and if you get it right, you just take $10 off today on something you joined. So retired NFC players in this bag. One guess per person. We've got Brian Urlacher, Michael Strahan, Tua, Sean Alexander, Nico Collins, Kurt Warner, Joe Theismann, Chad Johnson, Jim Kelly. Licensed jerseys, Sam Laporta, Klay Thompson, Tim Stutzel, Aaron Donald, Quinn Hughes, and Jalen Rose. Some custom jerseys, McCaffrey, De La Cruz, Chevy Chase on the Fletch jersey, Marino, Emmitt Smith, and a framed Terrell Davis. More full-size, Ray Lewis, Troy Polamalu, LaDainian Tomlinson, Tyreek Hill, Adrian Peterson, Lawrence Taylor, Archie Manning, Derek Brooks, Trevor Lawrence. Was that the last? There we go. It was. Okay. Those are all your choices. Lots of them. I want to say there's 57 choices, so you can't really go wrong. No item too small, too big there, whatever you like best. Now what we're going to do is we're going to roll some dice, if I can share it again. Okay, we like to do 7 or higher on the dollar break, so we'll roll until we get a number that's 7 or higher. 8 works. My opinion, what's up? 8 works, so we're going to roll that list 8 times. Let's go over to this one. Let's zero it out from our randoms earlier, and let's make sure we get a full list in here. We ended with Chris. We started with Dwayne, which is correct. Should be 480. Let's run it once to make sure it's 480. It is. 7 more times. The 8th run is the person that wins. Good luck, everyone. Thanks for joining. We'll do this probably every other week for the next little while. Too many fun items to stop doing the dollar break. I mean, I could use them elsewhere, but 3. I'm using the drag so it doesn't take forever. 4. I'll drag slower so you can see it. 5. 6. Make sure I don't blow past it like I was doing the other day. I kept rolling past 7. This time it's 8, so I do need to go 8. See, that's confusing. 7, this one is not it. The next one is our winner. 7 rolls, as you can see here. The 8th roll is our winner on this one, 5 plus 3. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Winner tonight is Dwayne. Dwayne, I think you were on top on... No, you weren't on top on 7. It was someone else, but maybe 6 or 5. I don't know if you guys think that's bad or good luck to be on top of 4. Dwayne, let's make sure this is our 8th roll. It is. 8 times. Dwayne up there. Michael M, very close. Chris, close. Dwayne again. Joe, you had 2 in the top 6, Joe. Bill, number 7. Christy, again on your bonus spot. Number 8. Bonus spot's doing all the lifting for you. Scott, 9. Michael M again on 10. Greg just behind 11, 12. I had prepared an acceptance speech. Tim, you keep claiming one spot. Let's see how mighty your one spot was today. Just out of curiosity. Hey, you cracked the top 100. 96. Maybe one day it'll happen on the one spotter. That's not my style, but I know why people do it. You got a chance for just $1. Dwayne, if you're here and you know what you want, let us know. If you're not, I'll message you later. Miss Congeniality. I'll bug you later if I don't hear from you. But I'm sure, I think you either watch live or you watch a little bit later on, depending on the day. So congrats. Thanks everyone else for joining. Sorry you didn't win. Hopefully next time you will. Let's go back over to our main page. Anything for last? Were you last place? Oh, Mark was last place. I should start doing something for last place, like you got to come do my laundry for me or something really cool like that. Yeah, oh yeah, you weren't in the dollar break. I don't think you were. Okay, we're closed on HP. We're closed on East Coast. Dylan grabbed Picard for 13. I'm going to mark that off and take it off your credit. Let me do that real quick. Why can't I find your name? It's in here somewhere. There it is. Okay, bunch of credit left there. Don't use it all in one place. Closed in NBA, closed in Gold Rush, closed in Rackie, closed in full size. We have 2 challenges going right now. One is the bounty. I switched it back to Warren Sapp today, but again, any of the 3 we've used, if we happen to hit it tonight, the winner can choose any one of them. Happy Labor Day, Al. You too, Scott. I just barely saw that you messaged me. I left it unread, so I didn't like say, "Hey, I'll talk to you later," and then have you not respond and then me forget. So it's unread. I know you were messaging me to tell me that you were going to give me a helmet for Labor Day, but I haven't responded yet. A free helmet, right? So if we do hit it, you guys can pick any of the 3. We've had Rich Gannon, Flash, Warren Sapp, Miami, and Odell Beckham Jr. LSU. So any one of those is fine. The other challenge is I have a closed helmet in here. It's covered by cloth here. It's a retired NFC player. Everybody, I've seen a ton of guesses. I'll reveal if anyone's got it or not when we get to the end. You can guess one NFL player that's an NFC player that's retired. If you get it right, you get $10 off today. Something stupid but fun. I'll open that once we get to our NFL stuff. So let's start with our NBA card. We'll then do East Coast. And then we'll go over to limited edition NFL card, Gold Rush, Radkey, and Big L's. So that's the order today. Slab up first. So, Craig, I've got you with, if I'm forgetting anything, please let me know, guys. I don't know why it feels like I haven't had a stream in 15 days. It was like 2 days ago. Craig, Lakers, Chicago, Utah, and San Antonio. Tim, Oklahoma City, Miami. Cody, Milwaukee, Charlotte. Chad, Boston, Indiana. Brian G. at Golden State and Brooklyn. Brad, Orlando, Sacramento. Bill S., Denver and Houston. Nick G., New York, Memphis, Atlanta, and Clippers. Also Cleveland and Toronto. Brian W. at Philadelphia, Washington. Jonathan R. at Detroit and Portland. Those ones were from the mini. Carl, you claimed Dallas, got Phoenix. Zach, you claimed Minnesota, got New Orleans. And yes, I celebrated Labor Day by getting up early, working until now, and continuing to work. But I didn't have any distractions. Kids were with the wife up doing a hike or something today, so got a drink ring there. Yeah, oh well. So good day for me. Let's close. Okay, again, I've only got 2. I did not buy a full case. I prefer to buy a case, but sometimes you get lucky when you buy some solos and you get a headliner in one of the 2 boxes. So that's what I'm hoping for. 76.83. I'm going to do top boxes odds, bottom boxes evens. That's how we're going to roll it for this one. Instead of numbering them 1 or 2, let's just get a 6-sided here. I don't even see my 6-sided. There it is. So 1 and odds up top, 2 and evens on bottom. Oh, we're not doing that right now. We're not doing that. We're doing the Gold Rush. Sorry. I skipped products. We're doing this. There's more than 2. I'm not used to doing 2 cards on one night. Sorry, guys. Thanks for stopping me from making myself look like an idiot. I appreciate it. Which one do we open on this? 2, 4, was it 10? 2, 4, 6, and 8. We've opened 10, so anything but a 10 will work here. Reroll, this time with the 10-sided die. That's my fault, guys. HP's not until after our 2 non-football items. So anything but a 0 works here on this one. Slabbed. Not hit parade yet. Of course, I roll a 0. Reroll. I had 10 options. I rolled the 1 out of 10 I couldn't roll. That one will work. That is a 3. 3 is what we're rolling with here. Move 1 over, 3's right underneath it. Okay, good luck, everyone. I'd love to see a pictured headliner at some point. First card was cool. Let's see where we go on this one. Some of those pictured are big boys, too. It'd be nice to hit one of those. Did not do a double cut, so let's cut here now. Next Monday, I'll be talking quick to try to watch the 4th quarter of the Minnesota game or whatever. It's Minnesota Bears, right? We'll be breaking again on football season nights, just the Monday nights. So, okay, here we go. See if I can open without showing it and then slide it out. I'm just the worst pack ripper of these things. Which direction are we going? Looks like it's going. Is it upside down the way I opened it? It was. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Something Gem Mint 10. That's cool. That's an old school card. Kind of like some of the ones we did with NFL in the past. That is the glove. That's cool. Gary Payton. What year is this? Gem Mint 10 on the auto grade. PSA DNA certified. Fleer 99. No, Fleer 90. That's crazy. Old card. 1991 Fleer Corp. Gary Payton for the Seattle Supersonics. That's an Oklahoma City Thunder hit. The glove. Nice blue ink on this Gary Payton card. That's cool. Not a headliner, but a name we know, that's for sure. Fleer 90. Mark, what's up, man? How you doing? So let's go into Oklahoma City. Who had OKC? I know you're looking for the Durant card. Hopefully we still have it. That's Tim. Tim, Oklahoma City, getting a Gary Payton Gem Mint 10 auto grade on this one. Fleer 90. We get a few of the big ones. Some of these are fun fan favorite style cards. Congrats. Nice hit, Tim. The glove showing up on our first one there. Got to be one of the better nicknames. One of the best trash talkers, too. Acceptance speech, Tim. Okay. We are now to our last non-football, which is the East Coast 2-boxer. Let's pull this up here. A few things here. I guess we're just gonna roll this 2-boxers out Wednesday and Monday. I tried to give a poll there. It was about even, but the majority of the people who participate every week are the ones that picked a 2-boxer. So I sided with the 2-boxer instead of the one. Sorry if I hurt anyone's feelings. But a lot of the ones on the ones are not ones that participate every single week. So I went with those that did or do. Tonight, we filled this one before the stream, which was great besides the solo. On Wednesday and Monday, each of those days, I'm going to give away a 3rd jersey, not from this series, but just I've got like 9, 10 traders back there that I'll include as options. So we'll open the 2 on Wednesday, and the rule is on Wednesday and Monday next week when we finish the series, it has to be to a person that did not hit. So even if the person has 3 spots, if they hit one of the 2 jerseys, I'm going to give it to someone that skunked in that break. So we'll roll the names of all the players that were owned until we find someone that after the 7th roll, until we find someone that didn't hit, and that person can choose one of the 9 or 10 traders, and we'll do that again on Monday as well. So Monday tonight, 2-boxer normal. Wednesday with a freebie. Monday with a freebie. That'll end this series, and hopefully we have the new series for next Wednesday. Also, because we're losing a spot every single time we do this, the price will probably go up by $1 each time, maybe to 29 next time and 30 for the last time. Not huge, but I should be doing it higher, but I'm not. Okay, again, these are the 6 same series, but the last 6 he still had in shop, so I bought them so we could get on to the next series. That is 10, 12, 17, 18, 20, 22. Let's read the names first, and then I'll random the numbers. I'm going to copy them now, though. Is that his rookie card? They didn't do RC back in the day. Yeah, because those are 86 through 90 Oregon State totals. That's his rookie card. That's cool. Nice catch. I wasn't even paying attention to that. He's got Oregon State for his stats on there. That's cool. Okay, Joseph, you've got Sakic and Matheson, Greg, Vasilevsky, and Askarov. Joseph, Belfour and Garland. Jeff H., you have Fedorov, Sorokin, Nyes, and Myers. Jonathan R., you had Keller and Krause, Utah combo there. Larry, Barkov, and Foligno. Daryl, Hextall, and Forsberg. Brian, you had Panarin, Morrissey, Cooley, and Skinner. Christian, you had Hagel and Barbashev. Brian, Wolf, Faber, Madano, and Kochetkov. Nick G., you had Kempe and Seth Jarvis. Jonathan R., you had Yossi and Bratt. Dylan Stollers, Tim Stutzel, Hellebuck, and Eklund. John, you had Kopitar and Tippett. Louis, Wierenski, and Batherson. Brian, you had Schwartz and Kyrou. The rest were solos. Christian, you had Hintz. Nick, you had Colton, and Dylan, you claimed Picard. So I appreciate it, guys. We've got these 6 copied. Let's get our top 2 boxes to determine the 2 we're going to open. So again, even if I forget, remind me, Wednesday, Monday, we're going to have a 3rd jersey each day. Whoever wins Wednesday will eliminate one of the choices for Monday, but still. 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 12 and 22 are our numbers. Both the ones ending in 2. 12, 22. Okay. Let's stop sharing. Let's go here. Okay, 12 and 22. And I'll take these 2 things back for now. Like we've been doing the last few days, guys, these might be included as traders or freebies too, but if anyone hits tonight and they'd rather have, this is the first time I remember beforehand, Tarasenko Fanatics Premium for Rangers or Tyler Seguin Adidas Pro Stars, you can trade if you want to. Every time I've offered it, we've seemed to hit headliners, the ones you guys are chasing, so it hasn't really been looked at, but it's always an option, at least for the next little bit. Maybe I'll change up some traders too. Okay, box 12 first. Good luck, all. Thanks for joining the hockey jerseys. You guys know I really like them. It's fun. Come on. Precision cutting. Okay, here we go. Good luck. Ooh, I see the color. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I think, well, every time I say I think there's only one player from that team, you guys remind me there's not. But I think there really is only one player from this team. And it's got to be the guy. Well, I'll wait. Pretty sure. And I think it's the guy we pulled multiple times through other stuff too. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. It sure looks like it is. Ivan Barbashev. I want to say we started our very first fill with East Coast with a Barbashev jersey, and this, I think, is our 3rd now. Not a ton, but we've had more than a couple. Ivan Barbashev, Vegas Adidas. See who had Mr. Barbashev. That is a random going to Waffle Board. Christian hitting Barbashev on the Adidas Pro. Beautiful jersey, too. Christian, congrats, man. They got their new circle COAs down there on the bottom. I know what one of you guys is saying. You've claimed him a few times, and of course, he comes out this time. Seems to be how it happens sometimes. Fight strap there. Beautiful jersey. I love these. This is, I guess, an alt because they're black and the other color is their home and away. I think this is considered their alternate. Barbashev Pro Adidas. Very nice jersey. Congrats, Christian. I keep thinking to myself, I need more Vegas jerseys in my collection. Hey, now there he is. Nice hit, Christian. Don't look now, but you're starting to get a little hot. That's 2 hits in the last. Maybe it was over a week ago. I can't remember. All I know is it's not 1 a year, right? I don't know why I put that back in there. I'm going to take pictures later. It's protected now. Great hit there. I'm hoping for one of those community hits in our last 6 here. Come on. Show me one here. I believe in it. Believe it. Achieve it. On randoms, I know. King of the random hits. Random better than a kick in the rear, though, huh? Okay, here we go. Ooh, I think I see who that is. I'm trying to block it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. It's got to be with that number. Beauty hit. He could and should be on the headliner list, in my opinion. One of my favorites to collect. There's that signature we all know. I've got one in the reserves for Big Al's. We'll get it coming soon here. That is Connor Hellebuyck. One of the best goalies in the league. I know you guys say when the playoffs come around, he disappears. He's what, back-to-back Vezina winner, Vezina, however the heck you say it. Is that you, Dylan? Dylan Clay Hellebuyck, your horrible streak is over. You know, and I'm always, what's the way to put this nicely? When I only claim one player sometimes in places and I don't hit for a long time, you know, that can happen. That's likely. But you've been claiming 2 or 3 for weeks and weeks and weeks and not hitting, and that's what I call a bad streak. But it's over. And it's with a beautiful jersey, too. Connor Hellebuyck. Oh, such a nice hit, too. Adidas Pro. Fight strap in here. There it is, Winnipeg Jets. Beautiful. Love his signature, too, although it looks a little Mitch Trubisky-esque to me. I don't know why I always think of other signatures that look like signatures or like their name. Dylan, beauty. Nice hit. Congrats. You ended your streak on a nice one, too. That could easily be a pitcher's headliner. It's a great hit. Okay, congrats, you two. We had Barbashev and Connor Hellebuyck. Love them both. Beautiful jerseys. We've got 4 left. Wednesday, we'll do 2 more, and we're going to do a freebie for a third person. Monday, we'll do the last 2 and a freebie. That's 4 more chances at McDavid or Ovechkin. I believe in it. We can do it. If we can't, then I don't know. We'll move on to the next series, but I want to see it hit. 12, 22 getting deleted. That leaves us with 10, 17, 18, 20. Okay. All right. It's time to close the poll. Let me see where we're at in the poll. Time for the football portion of the night. It's not even close. You guys, I'm going to close right now. AFC North, AFC West is what you're voting for. Jeff was trying to get you to go, was it NFC North, Jeff? Jeff was right last time. I want to say, yeah, he was saying NFC Northwest. Okay, you guys are going to AFC Northwest. If you have not guessed yet, here's your last chance to guess who this helmet is. It's a retired NFC player. If you get it right, you get $10 credit. Let me read off our first break here for football, and then we'll get moving. So we're doing our limited edition card first. Now we're doing it. Tim, you have Buffalo, Tennessee. SP, you have Pittsburgh, Atlanta, Denver, and Dallas. Cody, Green Bay, and Vegas. Chad, you have Chicago and Cincy. Brian, G, you have New England and Arizona. Joe, you have Minnesota and New Orleans. Brad, Houston and Jacksonville. Bill S., San Francisco and the New York Jets. Greg, Rams and the Giants. Dave, you have Detroit, Philly, Seattle, and Baltimore. Greg, you have Indy and Tampa. Brian W., you have, hope I didn't mess up names. I didn't. Chargers in Carolina. Jonathan R., Cleveland and Washington. And Carl, you closes with Kansas City and Miami. All you guys guessing Packers? You think I'd just pull a Packer down on the first guessing game? Shame on all of you. Tennessee's up for trade. Anybody's interested in change for Tennessee? Okay. I'll tease you because a few of you guys guessed this team. I need to scroll back up. A Dallas Cowboy. I don't think I saw his name. Let me see here really quick. Let's turn around. Retired Roger Staubach. Some of you guys at the very start were very close. Troy Aikman was the very first guess. Emmitt Smith. Who other ones for the Cowboys were guessed? Maybe just those two. I thought there was more Cowboy guesses, but maybe not. So, no one. We'll do it again on Wednesday. Maybe I'll narrow it down and give it between two divisions, or if it's current or something, I'll give you a position, like a retired receiver, a current receiver, something like that. Roger Staubach is our little window shopper helmet today. Good try, everyone. So close. Okay. Now we're doing this. 7683, all from Series 14. 1, 3, or 5 gives us top box. 2, 4, 6 gives us the bottom box. No, I'm not jumping ahead. Yeah, it's falling off. That is a 4. 4. So we're doing bottom box first. Sweet helmet for a Cowboy. Bottom box is even. Excuse me. Top box is odd, so we'll save this last one for next Sunday. Okay, let's roll. See if we get any of these Series 14 headliners with only purchasing 2. You can't really mess with this product. We've had some fun hits, whether it's the Series headliner or just stuff stuffed in there with it. We've had fun items. I'm always rooting for a headliner. Unless, of course, you don't own a headliner team, then I'm rooting for whoever you claimed. It's always in my opinion that there are several cards, helmets, jerseys that are not pictured that could be pictured headliner, just like the Hellebuck. That, in my mind, is a pictured headliner hit. It's not a community hit like McDavid, Ovechkin, or whoever else we've walked up in the past. That's a headliner hit. Oh, I'm so glad I picked up the last 2. Yes. Case hit. We got a big card coming up here, or maybe multiple like last time. So we're blocked by 2 things here. Well, is this the share your hit card in here? Oh, it's been a little bit. I love this. So whoever wins, there might be multiple cards in here. If it's just one, whoever wins can get this. I'm not going to show it for very long. You'll take a picture, send it in, and you'll win. Is it 100 or 50? No, 20 or 40 if you share a video. Photo is 20, video is 40. You know what to do with that. Get him a nice video. All right, well, maybe it's different. 20 or 40. It used to be 50 or 100, I think. Okay, let's see what we got here. What direction am I going? I'm going this way. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, look at that patch, too. I didn't notice that in the headliner pictures. I was just looking at names. Michael Penix Jr. Obsidian rookie card with a nasty patch, 3-color patch, but that's part of the Falcon, right? Holy moly. This has got to be numbered, I would assume. Yeah. 2 of 6. Super short print. Michael Penix Jr. starting with a headliner. I'm hoping they saved 2 headliners for the last. That's freaking awesome. I guess maybe not. I would have made up the last case, but still, we could have 2 awesome. Had Falcons last 2 times. Did you? Let's see. Limited edition card. Atlanta is SP. You're continuing your roll. On a roll with the cards. Atlanta Falcons. Nasty patch. RPA. Rookie patch auto, right? RPA with a signature. No, RPA autograph. I'm not a big card guy, guys. I used to be. That's a nasty patch. Number 6. Michael Penix on sticker autograph. Obsidian rookie card. That's beautiful. Congrats. Case hit. I'm going to include this thing in here so you can make them a nice little video of your choosing and get some credit to buy something. Yeah. Nice hit, Sean. That's beautiful. Keep that one nice and safe. Oh, I'm going to keep it. Let's do this. Let's get rid of this and this. And let's leave it out for our card stuff for later when we do our recap. So we got a nice hit plus some credit when you turn in some stuff. I remember Doyle used to hit headliners in the hockey pucks, and they wouldn't, shipping to him into Canada, they wouldn't do much. He'd have me take a picture of it to give him the credit. And I'd put my dog on the couch and take a picture of his puck with my dog on there. All right. Congrats. Next item. We'll go into our Gold Rush full-size helmet. I do have a couple more cases of this on the way. There's no new series in sight. This series is still rolling, which this series has been kind to us, so I don't need there to be a new series. 4 boxes. We'll figure out what box 1, 2, 3, 4, like always. I don't believe anyone's moving on. I think Patty was here 2 weeks ago, got it right, and wasn't here last week, so Patty's here. He has a chance. But this is the time where you guess a college team where you think the player we're about to open was drafted from. So don't let this Miami Hurricane sway you. Even though they just beat Notre Dame in Miami, huh? Catholics versus convicts, right? Guess a college team. If you get it right, you move on the next week. If you get it right 2 or 3 weeks in a row, you win something or something even better. Free guessing game. It's not a chance to win this helmet. It's a chance to win my little side game, since you guys know I like the side games. UAB, I like. How about UCLA and Mr. Nico? That guy's such a loser. RPA, Ricky Pecha was correct. I thought so, but wasn't it OSU last week? Oh, was it? Did people get OSU right last week? Don't tell me I didn't write it down. Crap, did I not write down who got it right last week? I had Patty with Miami, but I don't think I wrote down, because it was Henderson, huh? I didn't write it down, guys. We did look good, but on the road to, we were only 5.5-point favorites, won by 33. Okay, honor system. Whoever was here last week and guessed OSU, I think I just didn't write it down. You got a chance to go to 2. Kyle, if you'll check, that'd be awesome. And I always include the comments for this purpose, so you can go back and see comments. John says he had OSU. Tim did not guess it. I'm guessing Mark probably had OSU, maybe not, Mark. Anyways, guess your team this week. I'll see who has a chance to get it 2 in a row or 3 in a row, right? 2 in a row tonight. I didn't write it down because I'm an idiot. Okay, and the full size. Tim, you have Minnesota and Washington. Larry, you have Cleveland, Jacksonville. Brian G, you had it. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure 4 or 5 of you guys had it. I just didn't write it down. Brian G, Denver and Atlanta. Nick, Philadelphia, Tennessee. Jonathan R, Kansas City, Miami. Quentin, you have Tampa and Carolina. Brian, Dallas and the Rams. Brad, Pittsburgh, Detroit. Bill S, San Francisco, New Orleans. You have Buffalo and Seattle. Jonathan R, Baltimore and Cincy. Obi, you have in Vegas. Brian, you have the Chargers and Arizona. Yeah. That's true. And now we're not, the Pac-12 is no more, so I don't know. Anyways, if we play Oregon, we'd get thumped. So played some smash mouth defense like always. New quarterback looked good for us, but it's hard to tell if that's just because we were playing a poor team. I don't know. They start those dang West Coast games at 9 o'clock my time, 11 o'clock Eastern. So if you're a West Coast fan on the East Coast, man, that's brutal. You're getting done at 2 a.m. Just looked, I think it's just John and Mark. Okay, Kyle's looking too. I can't believe I forgot to write that down. I'm going to write it now. You would think more would get it with OSU. That's usually a popular choice. We'll have Kyle double check just in case, but I'm sure you're right with the two. Okay, let's close this. We've got teams. Let's roll a box. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Again, 1, 2 up top, 3, 4 left to right. 5 will not work. Let's re-roll. 6 will not work. Man, I've got a knack for this kind of stuff. 4 will work, bottom right, so we can number them all out on the way out. Taking screenshots? Thanks. Let me look at them really quick just to double check. Nick thinks it's 2. That's perfect. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I totally forgot to write it down. John, Ohio State. Mark, the OSU. Yeah, just you two. Okay. All eyes on Mark and John. Who do you guys have in your guess today? John's saying Bama. Mark. Bama. Both riding Bama. So you either win together or you die together. We'll see. Never a bad team. Remember, last case we had 2 actual college helmets. So after what felt like we hadn't had a college in like 3 or 4 cases. Maybe we had 1 in there, but we were low on college helmets. Seems like the average is like 1 per every other case, At least for the last little while, there has been that. Hey, box 1. Let's label them on the way out. Strength in numbers. There you go. That'll be interesting. If you both get it right, then you'll both have a chance to win a helmet next week. Then if you split up and go different ways, there'll be 2 teams that can head to win a full size. Or we could go together again. I don't know. That's box 2. That's a horrible 2, but at least it looks somewhat like a 2. 3, just for future reference. That's my 2. There's 3. Let's just, for kicks and giggles, let's throw a 4 on here. Get rid of this. Let's get rid of these 3 helmets. Okay. We're looking for Bama, but if you guys if it's not Bama and someone else, or even if it is Bama, if it's your first time getting it, you still move on to next week. It's all about stacking the wins, guys. Okay, I don't think I guessed. I probably did guess last week. I'm going to say, I don't know why I'm on an LSU train. I'm going to guess LSU again. LSU. I feel like I've done that a few times lately, but I don't know why, but I want to see Neighbors come out of Gold Rush. That feels like a name that would be fun to see from Gold Rush. Okay, here we go. Well, we avoided the red box. We avoided the VSR 4 box, whether you're trying to avoid those or not. I like some of the college helmets. We got a pro speed helmet coming up here. Don't know if it's specialty or classic. I think I showed you a little bit of color there on accident. Whoopsies. Okay, here we go. Specialty. Okay. 3, 2, 1. We've got a lunar eclipse for the Miami Dolphins. This could happen. If it's the same guy that we pulled a few weeks ago, this could be Alabama. You got a couple chances. Bama for sure. You guys both might be moving on. Miami, who had Miami? Gold Rush. Spot 5, Kansas City, Miami, Jonathan R. Hitting the Dolphins lunar. Now, let's see if you guys are moving on or not. either dying together or you're moving on together. Please don't be in there too hard. Let go. Yes. Box, man. Hold on. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. You guys, you did it. But I know the fun one is trying to go for 3. So my guess is that somebody else guessed Bama too for a solo shot. Let me go up and look. Bama. Dustin had Bama. John going to 2 for Bama. And Mark Bama. I think that's it. So, and that's Tua Tagovailoa. Nice orange ink on that one. Dolphins lunar. Fanatic certified. Jonathan, nice hit. Congrats. We should put the attention on the helmet, not the guessing game, but it's fun to get the guessing game right. Tua. Congrats, Jonathan. Beautiful hit there. Congrats, Dustin, Mark, and John. So, Mark and John, we're going to wait till we give you your credit, because if you... Oh, did he have Bama too? He did. It just says Alabama, and I don't know how to read, apparently. Thank you. UAB. Is that... You were saying UAB like the Blazers, weren't you? Where you saying that it is the Blazers, right? Yeah. Okay. All good Bama fans can't read. I just skipped past it. Oh, gosh. Okay, hold on here. Let's get rid of OSU. Shots fired. Bama, we have Mark times 2, John K times 2, Scott times 1, and Dustin times 1. Okay. So, Mark and John, if it doesn't work out, I think we've been doing 40. I'll have to go make sure. But if you guys don't get it right next week, you will at least win $40 credit each for getting the guesses right. Congrats. That's great. But if you do get it right, we'll hold off on the credit, and you guys will win a helmet, or one of you will, or none of you will, or both of you will. Depends on if you guys hold hands again. Wasn't a bad strategy this week. Scott and Dustin, you guys are trying for the credit next week, and so forth. Everybody else back to 0. Congrats, you guys. AFC East, I don't think that's who you voted for. It's been a long time. I don't think anyone's made it to 3, unless I'm forgetting. Making it to 2 has been difficult, so I feel like it's been... Dave made it to 2 not long ago, David L. Hated guessing, pulling for Bama. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. Never 3? Okay. So I think Dave did 2 a while ago, and it had been a while since we had a 2, but now we've got 2 2s. 2-2. Okay, time for Radke. Stop talking now. Well, let's keep it rolling. That's an AFC East hit. So you guys are down 1-0 to 0-0. It's okay. I had 2 once a year ago. Did you? It's hard. Not an easy game. It's supposed to be hard. I did, yep. A jersey or a mini for 2. So that's why we just do 40 credit. I mean, it's a little bit less than that, but I don't think we ever used... I guess we talked about doing 3. You are correct. 1-1. That's right, the card. Michael Penix, sorry. Forgot about that. NFC South. East Carolina. Oh, that's right, because of CJ2K. 1100. You guys are at the 0. It's okay. AFC North is what you went for, right? Yep. Only down by 1. It's all right. Maybe you could trade for it. Okay. In Radkey, I've got Greg with New England, Cincinnati, Bill, Chicago, and Jets. Jonathan R, Baltimore. David L, you bought the Rams with Cleveland. Greg, Philly, and New Orleans. Brad, Denver, and Kansas City. Jonathan R, why does it censor when I type team names sometimes, but it won't censor that comment? Jonathan R, Pittsburgh. David L, Giants. Bill S, Buffalo, Green Bay. Brad, Indy, and Houston. Greg, Chargers, in Arizona. Jonathan R, Minnesota, and Tennessee. David L, Washington, Tampa Bay. Tim, you had San Fran, sold David L, Seattle. Also, you had Miami, and you sold David L, Jacksonville. Jonathan R, you had Carolina, Dallas. Tim, you had Detroit. Elliott, you bought that random, which is Atlanta this time. And Brian, Vegas, and the Rams. We are good. We're down to 2 boxes left. Next series, which I think is getting here tomorrow, will start on Wednesday. It is the quarterback series. So I believe our headliner will be a big quarterback. So come on, 8. Don't mess me up into rolling the random 8 times. So I think he sent me the headliner pictures. I'll put something together for Wednesday, and you guys will see what the new series is. But same style, same format. Just different theme, I guess I can say. Okay. I'm going to hit it 7 times. They may not jump around because they stay in the same order, but we'll see who ends on 7. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times stayed on 3. Box 3 it is. Let's stop sharing and go back to my page to see who has who. Okay, that leaves us with box 8 for our final box later. I'm going to move this card for next week. Box 3 it is. That'll leave us with, let's get worried today. Box 8 for later. We'll have to rain on that one. So, okay, good luck, everyone. Raven box 3. So, let's see. I feel like we've seen less Raves lately. Most of you probably don't mind that. Not going to name any names. I like seeing the Raves. Let's see new stuff. Okay. I thought I'll wait. I'll wait to talk. Okay. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I knew there was something. What just fell out of that? A little piece of. If I'm doing my math right, I'm pretty sure this makes 7 authentics to 5 reps. So a little confusing. I thought we'd hit our final authentic. That's not the case. Jacksonville Jaguars, authentic rip. This might be a fun name. I'm pretty sure this is a pictured headliner. Jacksonville was a random going to David on a bot random. David L. Jacksonville Jaguars. Is it the rookie is what I'm trying to see. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. It is. How cool is that? Travis Hunter On the drip. It is limited edition. 2 out of 3. Beckett certified and Radke certified. So Beckett's when he signed. Radke's when they dripped it up. That is cool. Travis Hunter. I can't believe how far down the draft board he is, but I mean, I guess he's new and he's got Lawrence. I don't know. I've always been a T-Law fan, though. That's AFC South. That doesn't help you again. Radke continues. That was your random, I know. Dave, congrats. That's a beautiful helmet. Travis Hunter, authentic Eclipse drip for the Jaguars. Okay, we're down to, that'll leave us with one box. I feel like we still got a big name rep left in there too, so I'm excited for the next one, but I've been wrong before. I'm just going to delete both those numbers because we know we have 8 left. Big Al's 4-boxer. I've got Bill with Arizona Jacksonville, Carl Atlanta, Brant Baltimore, Bill S Buffalo, Greg Carolina, Nick G of Chicago, Carl you have Cincy, Bill S Cleveland, Tim Dallas, Tim Denver, Brian Detroit, Bill S Green Bay, Carl Houston, 6-5, okay. Greg Indy in Kansas City, Dustin Vegas, Greg Chargers and Rams, Brad Miami Minnesota, Greg New England, Brian New Orleans, Greg Giants, Nick Jets, Rob Philadelphia. Sorry, I should be saying last names. Nick G Jets, Rob Philly, Bill B Pittsburgh, Nick F San Francisco, Bill S Seattle, Tennessee, and Tampa, and Greg you had Washington. Bill, you had Tampa. I put it under Bill B's names. Hopefully you caught that I fixed that, but I had it under his name, and he told me. I don't know why I did that, but I did, and we fixed it. So, my bad. Pittsburgh, Carolina, Rams, and Indy. Okay. 4 boxes. Again, I mentioned this on Wednesday or maybe even on Saturday. We're either going to do 7 or 9 tonight. We'll see if we do the last 2 boxer at the end of the night. We'll do 7 on Wednesday, so a 4 and a 3. We'll do 2 on Saturday for our live fill, our 1 live fill. And then likely it'll be a pre-fill 4-boxer to end the series with 2 more helmets later that night as the challenge winners. So Wonka and last team standing. So that'll be on Monday. We'll close it down. Wednesday we'll do a mixer, and then the Monday after that, hopefully the series is ready to go by then. If not, it'll be a week from Wednesday. But we'll figure that out when we get there. But that's kind of, I think we're at 98 helmets, so usually we go a little over 120. If we do 7, 7, 2, 4, 2, whatever, that's 120, 122 if we do an extra box tonight. Either one's fine. That's usually where we've been stopped. So for the when does the next series start, that's the answer. 4 numbers here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look. Get a big gone out. Okay, first number 12. We just pulled number 12. Travis Hunter, 12. Who's the best number 12, guys? Tom Brady. Yeah, I know he is. 116, 116. Oh, there goes the battery power to my. I heard it make a noise. Hold on, let me switch earbud sides. Let's go left side instead. And then that one just made the noise too. I guess we'll just see how long it lasts. I just really hate not hearing music and listening to myself. 92. 92. And last one, 90. Last 2 really close. 12, 116, 90, and 92. Let me grab those guys. We'll get rolling here. We'll do a 3-boxer live fill after this. Same series. You guys kind of know the spiel. If you're new here, when I say we're getting to the end of the series, that does not mean teams are not represented. There's still over 100 in the series or just under 100. When we end, there's usually around 70 to 80 helmets left in the series. Every team has 6+ at the start. We just run it till there's 1 or 2 left for every team. Sometimes I have to reload if teams hit a little too much. Let me get that one put in the chat. I shouldn't say sometimes. I reload at least 1 or 2 teams every series, but sometimes it's more than that. Or earlier than it should be. Okay, 3 boxers loading ready in there. Okay, 12, 116, 92, 90. Let me grab them, guys. Oh, I am yawning already. Okay, 12, 116, 92, 90. Good to go. Good luck all open these 4. I believe I have the Wonka board updated as well. First and second are pretty far above. You still catch them if you get some good luck. Third place is still open. Winner of third right now is up by 4. So if you got some points and you get a big gainer, you could jump up in the top 3 spots, win. First and second can still swap too. Yeah, it's a season-long or a series-long game. Okay, let's roll. Box 12, Series 34. Not going to move any with this. 0 Wonka. This is one that I need one day. I really do. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I'm forgetting who the player is, but I'm just saying the style. We've got ourselves an AMP replica for the Cincinnati Bengals. Becca certified. You need an amp. Yeah, the amps are. The Bengals amps are hard. I had an amp authentic 25 series ago. I don't know how long ago it was. I know who owns it. Since then, it's been hard to get my hands on Bengals amps. They got to be a top 5 most hard amp to get. Cincy was Carl. Carl hitting on the first box here. Cincy. Carl, let's see what you got. Yeah. Ooh, it's got an inscription too. I'm never buying this one now. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. You were correct. This is such a nice helmet too. AJ Green, big old signature. Welcome to the jungle is the inscription. Beckett certified. They put the Beckett up top. I guess that's probably the best place to put it with the stickers that are there. Looks balanced right there. Beckett certified. AJ Green on the amp. What a great helmet that is. If it's not your style, you got 2 people saying they'll probably trade you for it. There's an AFC North for you too. So you're on the board. You're only down by 1. 1 to 1 to 2 to 0. Carl, nice hit. Yep, Kyle's first in line there if you want to look at trades. 2 and 1. Yeah, I think I've got it updated. 2 to 1 to 1 to 0. You guys are one of the ones. Okay, box 90. BJ Raji box. Again, there's a bounty on BJ Raji. If you guys find a full size of his, send him my way. I'll buy you some chicken wings the next day. I'll DoorDash food to your house. No, Carl, hit me up, says. Okay, fine. I'm third in line. That's fine. Can't tell who signed it, but I know I love this style for this team. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We've got a throwback. One of their many throwbacks. This one actually might be their Color Rush. Not the throwback. I doubt this is the box that it belongs to, but I'm always curious. Oh, that says it's a Packers Eclipse. I want to say this is Color Rush. What's the date? 2024. So probably not even be Color Rush. Well, it's the throwback style. Denver. That is Tim. Tim hitting on the Denver Broncos. I was just talking about this player the other day with Dustin. 3, 2, 1. Saying on the throwback stuff, I'd like to have one with him on it, and then we pull him. Receiver, number 80, Beckett certified. That is Rod Smith. I'm always open for trades. Always keep my option open. Yeah, Carl and I made a trade. Carl's a good trader. Rod Smith. We were just talking about that the other day, Dustin. You had the Bill Romo. I said Romo, Rod, those kind of guys on this style is awesome. Rod Smith. Going to Tim. Tim, nice hit. Congrats. No wonk on that one either. Let's go to box 92. Series 34. Man, 0 Wonka again. No movement yet. Yeah, Rod Woodson's. Not Rod Woodson, Rod Smith, jeez. I don't know how many times I said Rod Woodson. I probably said it more than once. Rod Smith. See a team here. See a style. I saw the name. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Was hoping that it's the player. We'll just wait here. New England. Who had New England? Greg with the Patriots. Deion Branch, always a good guess. I haven't had a Branch in a while, so I would not hesitate to add Super Bowl MVP. Wasn't he a Super Bowl MVP, Branch? Turned a kick, caught a touchdown pass, something like that. 3, 2, 1. It's not. I was hoping when I saw this team that it was the player that we have on 2 teams, that I don't think he's shown his face for either of those teams yet this series. That's not the guy I'm talking about. This is defensive player Richard Seymour, number 93. little bit of marks there. I'll clean it off with a. Those marks clean up fine with a magic eraser. Nice hit, Greg. Richard Seymour, defensive lineman, going to the defensive coordinator. We've hit 3 receivers in a row, and then we broke it with a defensive lineman there. Brewski, always good guess. Okay, box 116. Series 34. To 0 Wonka the whole way through. Goodness gracious. I think I know what this is. I saw the edge of it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We've got a classic speed here. Zero, zero, zero. Classic speed for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Who had Pittsburgh? That is Bill B. Bill B on the Steelers. Ooh, this one's cool. I haven't seen this guy in a lot of full sizes. Here we go. 3, 2. Bigger Ben. 3, 2, 1. I want to say new Hall of Fame. He's not new Hall of Fame. That's like 3 or 4 years ago. 4 years ago. Big old signature. This is a cool Hall of Famer for the Steelers, too. Alan Faneca. Is that you say Faneca or Faneca? I think it's Faneca, right? I could be wrong. Number 66, Hall of Fame 21. Nice big ink on that one. Bill, nice hit. Hall of Famer for the Steelers. One of their recent Hall of Famers. I remember watching the video of whatever the dude's name is. I can't think of his name. The big guy that's the Hall of Fame president or whatever that goes and tells him, thanks for all you did, all you have done, all you are doing, and all you will do for the game of football. He went to Alan's house and talked. I remember that video of him. Great hit. 4 retired guys there. Sheesh. AJ Green just recently retired, right? Okay, congrats you 4. We got Rod Smith on the throwback, AJ Green on the amp, Richard Seymour Eclipse, and Alan Faneca Classic Speed. Let's do a 3-box here live here in the chat. See where we go on this one. Oh, a name I just thought would be a cool signature. Just the C1, Cadillac Williams. I don't know why his name came into my head. And that's AFC North. I need to catch up. That's one that's a hit for you guys, but the East hit right before too, right? Yes, 3 to 2 to 1. You're holding pace down by 1. 3 to 2 to 1. That's not right. There should be one more. AFC North. Oh, you guys are tied, right? AJ Green? North. No. It is? What's the third AFC North? Am I losing my mind? Oh, West. Rod Smith. Denver's West, yep. 3-3-1-0. 3 out of 4 there for you guys. That's pretty dang good. Okay, let's see where we're at on claims here. Looks like we're going to have a few open, so we'll slowly fill this one up. Rob, Philly. Bill B, Buffalo. Tampa Bay for Dustin. Larry, Bill, and Nick all in on Tampa Bay. Sorry, guys. 4 Tampas right in a row. Carolina is Nick F. Arizona is Bill B. Detroit is Bill S. Arizona's gone. Atlanta for Carl. Detroit is gone. Kansas City for Bill. Bears for Joseph. Baltimore for Brant. Seattle is, just saw it, Brad. Baltimore's gone, Bill. Sorry. Minnesota going to Zach. Dallas is there for Bill S. Minnesota is gone. Jets, Carlos, Pats are there for Nick. Green Bay is there. Arizona is not. Cincy is there for Brad. Washington, Rob. Tampa Bay gone. Sorry, Scott. Miami is there for Rob. Oh, jeez. Where was I? Miami. Chargers going to Carl. New Orleans is Brian. Washington's gone. San Francisco there for Scott. Pittsburgh there for Obi. Indy, Jonathan. Cleveland is Larry. Jacksonville's gone with the combo, Nick. Giants are Bill. Okay, I thought we'd have like 10 left. There's 4, I believe. Denver, Houston, Las Vegas, and the Rams. 4 teams left to close this one. Bless you. Is that? Haku! Carl, Houston. Scott just behind on Houston. So Denver, Vegas, and Rams. That's stupid. Oh, man. Rams for Brian. Denver for Scott. Just Las Vegas Raiders left. Okay, I'm going to read them off. Bill B., you have Arizona, Jacksonville. Carl, you have Atlanta. Brant, Baltimore. Bill B., Buffalo. Nick F., Carolina. Joseph, Chicago. Brad, Cincy. Larry V., Cleveland. Bill S., Dallas. Scott, Denver. Bill S., Detroit and Green Bay. Carl, Houston. Jonathan R., Indy. Bill S., Kansas City. Vegas is open. Carl, you have the Chargers. Brian, the Rams. Rob, Miami. Zach, Minnesota. Nick G., you've got New England. Brian W., New Orleans. Bill S., the Giants. Carlos, the Jets. Rob, Philadelphia. Obi, Pittsburgh. Scott, San Francisco. Brad, Seattle, Tennessee. Dustin, Tampa Bay. And Rob, Washington. Just Vegas left. We'll come back and... Oh, was I not showing my screen that whole time? No wonder. Sorry, guys. You were probably claiming and I wasn't showing you who was left. Unless I just took it off and I'm now realizing that. But I don't think I ever had it up. My bad, guys. So Vegas is the last team left. Blind claim there. Radke coming up next. It's our final box from this series. Then we'll do some licensed jerseys, and we may end it at that, or we may do a 2-boxer, depending on what time it is. Last week of the series, we usually taper it down a little bit, maybe only do 7 a night instead of 9, but we'll just see how tonight goes. Carl closing us. Thanks, Carl. Good luck to you. Well, let's get 3 numbers. Black image. Okay. Okay, 3 numbers. 1, 2, 3. 3 for 3. First number is 148. 148. I don't think these things fit my left ear like they do my right ear. 53. 148. 53. And the last one, so I'm trying not to drop it. 6 with a line underneath it. 6. Wait a second. You've been invited to join. No, thanks. Okay, let me grab this. 148, 53, and 6. Rams. I think they were claimed, right? Yeah, Rams were claimed a little bit above Dustin by Brian. Appreciate the help, though. As always. Okay. 148, 53, 6. Good to go. Next up, Racky. Let me copy. Yeah, it's just sometimes the people type out the full name, I miss it too, apparently, like Alabama. I'm going to blame it on that. Where's Racky? Right there. Let's go, Bama. Okay. Or Roll Tide. Yeah, they got embarrassed too by Florida State. What was the line in that game? What was Bama favored by? Were they double-digit favorite against Castellanos or whatever his name was? Or am I thinking of a different team? 6, Series 34. There we go. 1 pointer. Plus 660. Negative 14. Two score. Holy moly. I'll never cheer for Bama again. That's right. You're cheering because they're playing Florida State. And they betrayed you. Oh, man. Okay, 1 pointer here. Ooh, me likey. We just saw this team and this style hit a couple days ago. 3, 2, 1. But I thought this player on this lid was cool because it used to be someone we saw a lot more frequently, and we just don't anymore. I think he may have done a signing recently because I've seen a few now. What did I just knock over? My notebook fell. Okay, Tennessee. Who had Tennessee? Seattle, Tennessee spot. That's Brad. Breaking Brad. You got a Titans slate. And of course, it's missing an earpiece unless it's in the bag. It's not. I don't know if I have an extra wide. I'll look for you, Brad. You know the spiel. I hate it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Not Eddie George, although I love Eddie. I had $100 on Bama. That sucks. We've got a little inscription too. 99 Defensive Rookie of the Year. That is the Freak. I'm just now noticing that might be a little bit of a smudge. I'll see if I can clean that up. Did not even see that. Not major. I'll see if I can touch it up a little bit. That's a nice helmet. Javon Curse, number 90, the Freak. Go Gators, of course. Who did the Gators dismantle this week? Or they didn't lose, I don't think. Clemson LSU game was fantastic, too. Brad, nice hit. Javon Curse on the slate. And that's 1.2. Long Island. Okay. Yeah, BYU beat Portland State. They're not even the same, whatever, 69-0. That's AFC South, man. Every time you guys get close, there's one division that runs away. And you're only down by 1, but still. Brad, 1 point. Let me get it to you. Javon Curse, the Freak. It is 8. Nope, it's not 8. It's 9/1/25. Okay, first points of the night. Next box, 53. Series 34. Back to Zero Wonka. My undergrad is playing at USF, my grad school, next week. Oh, no. Oh, no. USF beat someone. Was it? Are they the ones that beat Boise State? I can't remember who they beat. Yeah. Ashton Genty leaves and then they get embarrassed. Okay, box 2 of 3. Another style that, for this team, I actually just barely won one. But it's not one we see a lot. 3, 2, 1, but I think it's an awesome specialty for this team. Or an alternate, I should say, not a specialty. You get what I'm trying to say. Looks like they're on-field alternate, right? 2025. Saints, alternate. Who had New Orleans? Nolans. Brian W. Thomas says Kamara. Who did I won Olave on one of these just not too long ago. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Thomas, you would be correct. That is Alvin Kamara. Star signature there, Alvin Kamara. Back at certified. It's beautiful. It's a little off-centered there with this thing. That's all right. I think these ones, the Seahawks top logos are the hardest ones to get on there with no bubbles. This one doesn't have any bubbles, though. Kamara, going to Brian. Nice hit, Brian. Beautiful helmet, too. Love that alternate. Okay, last one of this 3-box for 148. Kamara, Curse. Can we hit a dang quarterback? Have we hit a quarterback yet? No. From Gold Rush. Gold is nice, yeah. We're in some fun styles today. 148, Series 34. 5 points. 5-pointer. Just give me a quarterback with 5 points. I believe in you. Quarterback, 5 points. Or not a quarterback if your team that you have doesn't have a fun quarterback. Okay. Me likey. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. We have got, that's our second amp of the day. We have the Bengals amp. This one's a little less rare than the Bengals amp, but it's not like you're seeing these every day either. Really like this style. I remember when first started, I don't know, 2020, 2019, 2021, there was a bunch of DeAndre Swifts with this style. It was cool back then, and then they kind of got old. But At least with him on it. Detroit that's Bill. Bill S. on the Lions. Thought I saw it, and I did see it. We're not getting a quarterback, but you probably want this guy more than a quarterback. I don't know. Jared Goff on this would be nice. So would I can't even think of another. How about Harrington? What was his name? Something Harrington. Lions quarterback. Jeez Louise. Calvin Johnson. Back at certified Lions amp. Joey Harrington. Thank you, Nick. Why am I like struggling to name Lions quarterbacks? I mean, that's probably an answer that answers itself, but Dante Culpepper for a little bit. Matt Stafford on this would be fantastic. I can't think of like older quarterbacks. Charlie Batch, I guess. I'd take a Charlie Batch amp in a heartbeat. We're running out of space, so I'm just going to, well, I can squeeze in there. Excuse me, sorry. Eric Kramer, Andre Ware. Doc K, congrats, winners. We had Alvin Kamara, Javon Curse, and Calvin Johnson. Let's do a Radke here to finish this Radke series. We'll start the quarterback series on Monday. See where we go on this one. NFC North, that doesn't hurt you. That brings all divisions in. 4-3-1-1. Unless I missed the AFC South. No, I think I already counted that, right? AFC South. I missed the NFC South. 4-3-2-1? Sounds about right. 4-3-2-1. Okay, let's top chat it and live chat it. So you're still in it. You're down by 1. You got to make a move here soon. We've been trying for the full size for too long. Maybe it's because I've been keeping the full size. Maybe if I do like a mini or a jersey, you'd win it right away. Greg, New England. I'm not sharing my screen again. Hold on. Rob, Philadelphia. Bill just laid on New England, but you got Minnesota. Megatron. Love that helmet. I don't have a Lions amp in my collection. If I had one, I'd love Calvin or Barry on it. I mean, I'd take Stafford. I'd take a few other guys too. But who am I kidding? I'd probably take anyone on an amp. But Chicago, spot 4 for David. Spot 5 is Denver for Brad. Spot 6 is Brian with Vegas. Spot 7 is Pittsburgh Obi with a random up, so $18 if anyone wants to buy a random. Greg, Philadelphia's gone. Tampa is spot 8 for Dustin. Buffalo is spot 9 for Jonathan. Indy is spot 10 for Brad. 11 is the Chargers for, is that Greg? Carlos, Vikings are gone. Washington is spot 12 for David. Spot 13 is Jonathan with Baltimore. Spot 14, Buffalo's gone. Greg, Steelers are gone. San Francisco is still there for spot, I say 14? Yep, San Francisco 14 for Scott. 15 is New England is gone. 15 is the Jets for Carlos. 16 is Detroit for Dave. That closes us besides the random, or if there's any others. Who's the Cowboys helmet behind you? That is Roger Staubach. We did a guessing game today. No one got it, but I'll make him easier or harder as we go. Elliot's taking random, so Elliot's got Obi's random. Good luck to both of you. Okay, that closes us, guys. Did I miss anybody else selling a random? I tend to skip those sometimes. I don't think so. Okay, we're good to go. We know which box it is, too. It's box 8. So let's go over here. Dying for Staubach. That's right. You were asking for Staubach a while back. Yeah, it's a Staubach amp. It'll be in the series here soon. Okay, 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Giants through Cincinnati. Guys, reminder, I forgot to remind earlier when there was more people watching, but whoops, I pasted. Let me unpaste. I like it when you guys watch me paste it. I didn't share the screen. Copy, share, paste. Reminder, guys, we've got 2 challenges. One's paid with some helmets for some options. One's a week long for some weekly credit, and see if you can beat me at the end. We have a ton that said they were going to sign up. I'm sure you're just waiting until the last few days here, but you've only got 3 days left before football starts. The paid version with tiered helmets, $50. That was a hit last year. I think we had the exact number we needed to join, which is 26. If we get 26 to join, we can do the 4 tiers. If it's less than that, we'll take off a tier somewhere in between there. But if you said you were going to join and you want to and you haven't yet, reminder to get in there. If you want to join, anyone can. You can have up to 5 spots. It's the elimination challenge. The other one is weekly pigskin pick'em with a confidence rating season-long challenge. This is our 4th year or 3rd year. I don't know which one. If you end at the top at the end of the year, you win a helmet. Even if you don't, and I drop out of the top 10, you guys have a chance for more helmets. So give away, I think, 4 full size and a mini from that. So season-long contest. Okay, and this one. I'll remind you every day for the next 3 days, so get used to it. Greg, New England and the Giants. Rob, Philadelphia, Houston. Bill, Minnesota and the Rams. David L, Chicago, Dallas. Brad, Denver, Atlanta. Brian, Vegas and Green Bay. Obi, you Pittsburgh. You sold your round to Elliott. That's Miami. Dustin, Tampa, Jacksonville. Jonathan R, Buffalo, Carolina. Brad, Indy and Kansas City. Greg, Chargers and New Orleans. David L, Washington, Seattle. Jonathan R, Baltimore, Cleveland. Scott, you have San Francisco, Arizona. Carlos, Jets and Tennessee. David L, Detroit and Cincy. We are good. Also, Laporta. Yeah, I got a Laporta too. Might have 2 Laportas, Thomas. If you've replied to me, Thomas, I have not seen it yet. I need to check my. I don't log into that email only when I'm streaming, so I sometimes forget to check it, which is not very smart. So if you've messaged me, let me know, and I'll go look at the messages tonight. My guess is you have, and I'm just now realizing it. Okay, box 8 it is. Good luck. Final rack in this series. Like I said, next series is a quarterback series. I don't know if that's what they called it. Something like that. Quarterback series, month of quarterbacks. Didn't lately. Okay. We'll see what that. I bet that means that we'll have quarterback headliner, but probably more quarterbacks scattered in there as well. So it should be fun. Okay, final one here. Josh Allen, Ray, lock it in. Well, that'd be cool, man. I'm all for Josh Allen on any style, but a Josh Allen rave, I'd be jealous. Fingers crossed for you, Johnny. I see ink on this on the top. There's 2 different colors of ink, though, so I don't know what that means. Ooh. Me likey the style. This one has a chance to make me jealous if it's a couple different players. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We've got, it's not Josh Allen. Wrong team. I'll tell you, my dad last night, we did our fantasy draft, and he's getting a little older, and he was having trouble with the Yahoo system, and he accidentally drafted the Ravens quarterback instead of Josh Allen. He drafted Lamar Jackson. He's like, that wasn't a horrible mistake because they're both good, but I wanted Josh Allen. I'm like, oh, that sucks. Ratbirds. Baltimore STS 3.0. Oh, how I love the STS 3.0. It's quickly becoming one of my favorite styles, especially if the ink is right. Baltimore. Oh, you had Buffalo and Baltimore. So you didn't get your guess right. You still hit Jonathan. Well, that works too, yeah. Oh, of course it is. 3, 2, 1. Quite possibly my favorite Raven, and it's in purple ink too. Ed Reed, Ravens STS 3.0. I'd love to hit a Reed Ravens STS 3.0 because I crossed my fingers for you. That's true. Oh man, purple ink on this one. It's almost like a darker purple. That looks cool with the darker logo there. Ed Reed, Ravens STS 3.0. I thought we might have a fun one last still. We did. I was hoping for quarterback, but Reed is one of my favorites. That's AFC North for you guys too. Hold on one second, guys. Hold on. Okay, so recap. We had Ed Reed. Let's do our 2-box license jersey. I did a horrible job at talking about that, but you guys, most of you know that's what comes next. Well, there's the players. That's a keeper, yeah. Congrats, J5. So 2-boxer here, guys. We added, who'd we add? We added Jordan Love. We added Brian Rust for the Penguins. And we added, I think it was baseball, wasn't it? Mike Piazza, Dodgers Cooperstown collection, Mitchell and Ness. Those are fun jerseys. We've seen Piazza and Love in the past, but they're names that are fun to put back in. So that's who's there. Let's top chat it, live chat it, and see where we're at here. Spot 1 is Patrice Bergeron for Larry. Hit Achievers, still searching for Bergeron. Number 2 is Josh Allen for Bill S. Guess what I got on my draft grade today? I thought for sure I was going to get an A or an A-. I'm not joking. The thing when they sent me the email said it looked like you drafted with one hand tied behind your back, and they gave me an F. An F! I was the only one out of 12 teams to get an F. I'm going to show them that that's false. Really started my morning off bad, man. Give me an F on my draft. Rob, late on Allen. Chipper. Freaking jerks. I got Henry and Josh Jacobs for 1 and 2. I know, Josh Jacobs, Packers, blah, 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 blah. I hate not having good running backs. I should put my team out for you guys to judge and tell me everything's bad. I hated that I had to draft DeAndre Swift, but whatever. Bill S. Ovechkin, Marino, spot 5, right? Why would they even make their system say that you got an F? Like make them feel better about themselves, you know? Seems like a cheap shot. Spot 6, Joe Burrow. Bill S. Spot 7 is Gronk for Greg. Spot 8 is Acuna for Jake. Burrow's gone. Ellie is spot 9. Where was I? Scorching. Spot 10 is Bird for Greg. Spot 11 is Yelich for Bill. Spot 12 is Fisk for Larry B. Let me scroll down and back up. I don't know, Ray. Swift is an automatic F. Jacobs, you're just Larry, you got an F too? Okay. We're going to stick together. I don't believe it. It's not true. I'll read you guys my list here. It's a 12-team league, so it's not like 10 or 8 or 6, like some of those schmanzies. 12. Larry, hold on. I'll read you my team in a second here. Markstrom is 13. I made that name up, by the way. I don't know what that means, so don't cancel me for making up a name. I know it rhymes with another name. Brian Markstrom. 14 is Ray Lewis for Greg. 15 is Schmidt. I bet we're full, but let's make sure here. 16 is Stockton. Quickly becoming one of the oldest jerseys in the series. Allen's gone. Kaprizov is number 17 for Carl. Number 18 is Kyle Connor for John. Kyle Connor, G, Swift, I got enough. Love is number 19. Rob's got some randoms up. If anybody wants to grab randoms, let us know. There's one spot left to close this. 19 is Dustin. I went 3 wide receivers in the first 3 rounds with the first pick on PPR and got an A+. Yeah, so they wanted me to draft wide receivers. But if you don't draft a running back this year in the first or second round, at least one, they run out very quick. And I'm not about to pick like Zach Charbonnet for a starting running back. Or freaking whatever that guy's name is from Washington, the rookie guy. I know he's supposed to be a sleeper. Give me a couple workhorses, and I still got good receivers. I'll read it to you in a second here. JJ at spot 5, he went 1 in mine. That's crazy. I thought I heard today that he might be injured, but I think it was a farce. Okay, there's 20. Let me sort it 1 second. I'm just gonna read you who I got here. Give me 1 second. 12-team league. All the guys know what they're doing. No one's like a newbie. I've been running this thing for like 20 years. Draft recap F. Yes, screw you. I didn't draft a quarterback till way late, so that's kind of my weak spot. But receivers, McConkey and Worthy, Chris Olave, Matthew Golden. I got those guys. Running backs, Jacobs, Henry, Swift. ETN's kind of not great. Jared Goff and Jordan Love for my quarterbacks. Jake Elliott for my kicker. Kansas City defense. It's weak at the quarterbacks, but even then, Jared Goff could throw for 303 tutties any week. Get off me, Yahoo. Jeez Louise, making me. Chase McConkey, JSN. Yeah, I wanted JSN or McLaurin, but they both got picked right before me, so I had to pick whoever the next one was. Can't remember who that was, but Worthy, maybe. But Chiefs and Worthy could be used a ton. Anyways, I'll check in with you guys after a couple weeks when I'm 0-3, and then I'll let you know they were right. Okay, there's 20 names. We're all full up here. I don't see anybody claiming solos, so we'll just see if you want to sell or trade solos. Let me know like we always do. There's going to be 4 solos available for $10 a piece. You've got to be the first to claim them after we random them. I'll read you off who they are. And I'm serious about doing a fantasy hockey league. I know Nick said he did it. A few of the other guys said you would. I don't know if it's custom to have 10, 12, 8. I don't know what that is, but I want to start a league. Maybe I'll put up a jersey or something for the winner just for fun. If you're interested, let me know. It'd be my first time doing fantasy hockey, but in my experience, fantasy makes the season more fun. So 7 times here. There's 1, 2. Oh, I hit it. Let's let it load. There it goes. 3, 4, 5, 6, and our last roll, 7. Rasheed Wallace, Terry Bradshaw, Adrian Dantley, Kirby Doc are our solos. $10 a piece for any one of those. Okay, I had Terry and then Bradshaw. So, Rob, you were first on Terry Bradshaw. Kirby Doc, reverse retro for the Adidas, for the Blackhawks on the Adidas. Adrian Dantley, Jazz, Rasheed Wallace, Pistons, Mitchell Ness are our other 3 solos. Let's see if anybody has any credit. Larry, you have Bergeron, Yager, and Ware. Bill, you have Josh Allen, Shaquille O'Neal, and Tyler Seguin. Jake, you have Chipper Jones, Jamar Chase, Paul Goldschmidt. Bill S., you have Ovechkin, Ewing, and Tua. Mark, Marino, Bettis, and Bagwell. Bill, Burrow, Rust, and Clay Thompson. Greg, you have Gronkowski, Crosby, and Mikko Rantanen. Jake, you have Acuna, Altuve, and McKinnon. Scorching, you've got Ellie, Caruso, and Kincaid. Greg, Bird, Newton, and Henderson. Bill, Yelich, Bure, and Neighbors. Larry V., you have Fisk, Caleb Williams, and Ilya Sorokin. I swear you always get Sorokin, Larry. Brian, Markstrom, Piazza, and Tippett. Greg, Lewis, Taylor, and Russell Wilson. That's a $3 credit, Greg. Rob, Schmidt, Lamb, and Chubb. Zach, Stockton, Quick, and Williams. Carl, you had Kaprizov, St. Brown, and Jamal Murray. John, Kyle Connor, Jack Hughes, LaDainian Tomlinson, Dustin, Love, Billups, and Hyman. Zach, Jefferson, Rempe, and Rice. Zach's going to take Kirby Doc. Willing to buy Piazza, Gunner, and McKinnon. Seller trade randos for Dustin. Okay. Phillips and Hyman up. Williams, Sorokin, Ware for trade. Or for sale, sorry. Okay, let me start reading some of these messages above. I guess I already did. Kirby, willing to buy Piazza, Gunner, or McKinnon. James, I'll sell you McKinnon. Whoops, that cutter's not going to work. James is buying McKinnon, Piazza, and Gunner. Someone said keeping Piazza, Brian K. Gunner is where? I'm so blind. Greg's got Gunner. Greg, if you want to put him up, great. James, I'll say McKinnon. Murray and St. Brown are up. Larry, buy Williams. Todd's going to buy Caleb Williams. Okay. Keep Piazza. Thanks, Jake. LT up for trade or sell. Where are you, John? Right here. LaDainian Tomlinson up for sell or trade. Dantley, Zach. Thanks, Zach. Good luck to you. Buy St. Brown, Carl. Okay, St. Brown going to Greg. Thanks, Todd. Luck. Okay. Keep Gunner, Greg K. I'll buy LT, says Ray. Okay. LT is going to Scorching. Willing to buy Kincaid if you want to sell. Who had Mr. U of U? Ray, Scorching, you have Dalton Kincaid. If you want to sell, Bill B's in the market for him. He's on my team, too. He's my tight end. He's one of them. I think I got him, and he might be the only tight end I drafted. I waited too long on a quarterback and tight end. So, Ray, if you want to sell Kincaid, let Bill B know. DeMarcus Ware, Ilya Sorokin, Jamal Murray, Chauncey Billups, Zach Hyman, all available. I don't ever sell or trade from. It's not. It was Bill B that was asking. So he's not getting rid of anything he gets, is what he's saying. There's a few of you guys that don't do that, and I get it. So Kincaid's going to stay with him. Oh, jeez. Who's that? Chelsea? Hold on. Sounds good, Sally. 1 second. Oh, you grab me? I'll grab it.
I'm listening.
Oh, I can't hear you. What's this, Taylor? Yeah. Yeah, man's got to get it. Got it.
I kind of went berserk in the garage. It's very clean.
You went berserk in the garage?
Yeah, it's very clean.
What do you mean?
We'll see.
I'll see. My wife went berserk in the garage, and I'll see, is what she said. You buy me a new car? That would be berserk. Okay, last call on DeMarcus Ware, Sorokin, Jamal Murray, Chauncey Billups, Zach Hyman, Rasheed Wallace still available for 10 as well. It's 11 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Let's try a two-boxer. We will not do a two-boxer on Wednesday night to end the night, I don't think. But we'll try one tonight. If it feels great, if not, no big deal. If you pull Jordan Love, I put a lot of pressure on that. Okay. So if I don't, they won't go to the champion. They won't get a championship. Those are pretty heavy odds. Okay, let's get rolling. Rasheed Wallace will stay. If he hits, we'll figure it out. The other ones are staying with who got assigned to him. You guys can still chat and take them. My wife does the same. It's clean, organized to her, but I can never find anything. Yeah. He must be right. I have Jacobs and Swift. I have Jacobs and Swift. Freaking freaker. Okay, what draft spot did you have, Larry? Just out of curiosity. 9, 10, 11, 12, somewhere in there? My guess is you had 11 or 10. Okay, let's close this. 10. I was 10 too, Larry. We both got Fs from the 10 spot. Does your league have 12 players, though, or 10? Because if you only have 10, you get an F with 10. That's way worse than me getting an F with 12, okay? I'm joking. Okay. Let's get our 2 boxes here. Just 10. We used to do 10 every year until last year. We had 1 that had to leave and 3 that wanted to join. So we bumped it to 12. I like both. 12's a little harder, but it's a little, you have to be a little more on your toes, which is good. I won last year with 12, but it doesn't look like I'm going to repeat this year with an F. 2 numbers. 1, 2. Sheesh. Took 18 rolls to get that. Ten makes it a little more fun to draft. I felt like after 6 rounds, I was like really grasping for people. Maybe it was more like after 8 rounds, but 144. I don't know if I read that out loud, but I showed it to you. Sorry, I'm writing it down. 144. If you guys couldn't see it, let me know. But I'm talking out loud. But there's an Aaron Jones number. I wanted to draft Aaron Jones, and he went right before me. Everyone's down on him. They think Jordan Mason will be better, but I just don't see that. But I don't see a lot of things. That was 33 for Aaron Jones. Still can't believe Parsons is a Packer. Yeah, it's a little weird to me too. It'll be weird seeing him if he even suits up for week 1. We'll have to see. Oh gosh. Okay, let me grab those guys. Oh, you'll notice. You'll see the change I made. Yeah, I saw that. Jerry Jones isn't it. They had to know the back issue, so it can't be too crazy. They gave him all the money. That's what I think too. I don't know that it's. They're talking about him not playing week 1. We'll see. So, Rob, the real question is, are you a Packer fan now? He's a PSU guy. Are you changing to Packers? You can do it if you want to. 144-33. It's totally up to you. You're thinking about it, right? Forget your PSU running back. Who do you guys pick this year in fantasy? Do you pick Jahmyr Gibbs or Saquon Barkley? My friend had the 3rd pick, and he kept asking me, and I said, I can't tell you. I don't know. Who do you guys think one is well ahead of the other? Or do you think it's like, who knows? 33. I didn't forget to read anything. I did everything. Check, right? Like I'm talking too much when I start to forget things. I think I know who that is. Didn't want him in Philly? Yes, you did. You didn't want Saquon in Philly? You didn't want Snakeon there? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I feel like it's going this way, and it's got to be, yeah, the guy we were talking about the other day. This is a reverse retro, I believe, which is an awesome jersey. That is Owen Tippett. I can't think of a reason why you wouldn't want him in Philly as an Eagles fan. Kind of looked like a 14, huh? AJ Sue on this one. Nice reverse retro, beautiful jersey. Owen Tippett. He's not been in very long, so not one where like surprise hasn't come out yet. Reverse retro sign at the top there. This is a reverse retro Adidas for the Philadelphia Flyers. Owen Tippett. Oh, Parsons. Yeah, he did a few things as well. A little podcast that rubbed the Cowboys players the wrong. I can see why people would think he's maybe not the best teammate, but I don't know that I care right now. Owen Tippett. I know that's a random. Let's see who had him. There it is. Owen Tippett's going to the Jacob Markstrom Blasty jersey spot. That's Brian W. Brian hitting Owen Tippett on the Flyers reverse. Nice hit, Brian. Reverse retro for Mr. Tippett. Yeah, I agree. I just think he's always seemed a little immature to me, like his personality, but not playing wise. So I don't think it's more of that than it is, bad teammate, but I don't know. He's always seemed that way. Nice hit, Brian. Owen Tippett on the Flyers reverse retro. I love that jersey. Okay, 144. Kenny Clark is a good player. I love Kenny Clark. I was sad to see him go. Not as good as Micah Parsons, but great run stopper. I had to give up someone with the first rounders, I guess. It's going to be him. Maybe. I see color. Trying to think if we have more from this team in here. 144. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. That's got to be him. Yes. Oh, not the oldest, but he was getting up there. That is Dan the Man Marino. Got some fun big names come out lately. Dan Marino. Uh-oh. Oh, he said yes finally. I was going to say, did Mark have him? I know you haven't had him every time. But you have been the majority of the time on him. Dan Marino going to Mark. We had Jerome Bettis, Jeff Bagwell, but Dan Marino. Mark, congrats. You had him for a long time. Mitchell and Ness jersey here. Give me a second. We'll open this up and look at it. Beautiful jersey, Mark. What am I trying to find here? That's what I'm trying to find. Owen Tippett reverse retro and a Dan Marino, Mitchell and Ness. I've got another Marino here. I can't remember if it's Nike. The next one might be Nike and not Mitchell and Ness. There's way more Mitchell and Ness for him, but I like them. Should be a Legacy jersey here. Year what? 84. Legacy 1984. Mark, congrats. Great jersey. Nice big signature. Then again, all his stuff is always great. Beckett certified. Beautiful. I said I wanted a big quarterback from Big Al's. We got Calvin Johnson, which I liked, but now we're getting a big quarterback from the jerseys. These have big old sleeves on them. Nice hit, Mark. Safely back in his bag here. Owen Tippett. Okay. Owen Tippett, Dan Marino, congrats. Let's do a 2-boxer to end the night. There it is. See where we go with this one. Yeah, of course. Nice hit, Mark. I mean, I'll always make the comment, guys, with teams or players on this or East Coast or pick one random one teams, whatever it is. No one owns a certain player or a certain team. So, like, say, oh, you went after my team. That just doesn't exist. I know that it sucks if you have a player a ton of times or a team a ton of times and they come out the next time. It happens to me all the time, and it sucks more than it wouldn't if it was the other way around. But I tend to like it when you guys hit the guys you've been chasing. It's fun, and it sucks when you guys miss them after you've had them a ton of times because I've felt it. I've been there. So Mark hitting your guy, that's cool. I'm down for that. Congrats. But I feel that way about any one of you guys. Okay, final one here, guys. I think we could fill it. Probably close to full, if not full. We've got Bill B with Cleveland. I've got Kansas City for Greg. Carolina with a random for Nick. Philly is spot 4. Tampa Bay, Kansas City's gone, but Tampa Bay, I got you, Bill. Detroit is spot 6 for Greg. New England is spot 7 for Jeff. What's up, Jeff? Football's back. Spot 8 is Buffalo for Zach. Baltimore is spot 9 for Brant with a random up. Chargers spot 10 for Brian W. Tampa Bay is gone. Arizona is there, spot 11 for Scorching. 12 is Washington for Rob. Ooh, that's not how you spell your name. 12, Washington. 13 is Minnesota for Zach. 14 is not Buffalo. 14 is Indy. Buffalo is late for Greg. 15, Miami for Rob. 16, Buffalo's gone. New England is gone. Atlanta is there for Carl. That closes us right there on that one. And all the A's, all the B's claimed up. Okay, so after that, Green Bay, Arizona, Rams, a little bit behind. Let's look at where we're at. So random's up for Rob, too. Rob, how many did you have? 3. Okay, so that's third random. Fourth. And 5th. 5 randoms, random up. No one claiming. Got Brant's. I got Nick's. Okay. Carl's going to buy random. So, Carl, you got Nick's. Oh, jeez. Dustin's going to buy one. That's Brant's. John's going to buy one. So, you're buying the Philadelphia random, John. Buy another if there's one. Yep, there's still 2 left. So, Carl, I've got you on this 4th one here, which is Rob's Washington one. One more left to close us. The 15th spot random for $20. What have I done? I opened 2 drinks. Bill will buy one. Okay, so Bill, you got the 15th spot. Rob's final one. That closes us. Chicago through Tennessee, guys. let's go over here. There's 1, 2. Am I showing it? Yes, I am. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Cincinnati on top, New Orleans on bottom. Okay, Bill B, I've got you with Cleveland and Cincinnati. Greg, Kansas City, Seattle. Nick, you've got Carolina. Carl, you bought the random, which was Jacksonville. Rob, Philadelphia. John, you have Green Bay. Bill, Tampa Bay and Dallas. That's Bill S. Greg, Detroit and Vegas. Jeff R, you've got New England and Denver. Zach, Buffalo and the Jets. Brant, you've got Baltimore. And Dustin, you bought the Giants. Brian, you have the Chargers and Chicago. Scorching, Arizona and the Rams. Rob, Washington. You sold Carl, Tennessee. Zach, Minnesota, San Francisco. Greg, Indy and Houston. Rob, Miami. Bill S, you have Pittsburgh. Carl, Atlanta and New Orleans. Going to be Lamar and Murray. We haven't hit either of them this series, I don't think. I tend to cross them, though. Hit a Lamar Ant, but I think that was 2 series ago. I don't think that was this series. I shouldn't think too long, though. Okay, let's close this. Black cage. 2 numbers is what we need. Tomorrow's last series? Okay, I thought so, but sometimes something hit at the very start of the series, to me, seems like it was last series. And I tend to blend series together, so I don't know. Okay. 79. 79's our first number. Keep hearing things. 117. 117. Someone turned the heat on in my house. I guarantee it. Which makes 0 sense. It's my daughter. I'm sweating to death all of a sudden. No, it's not loading, so I can't see. Okay, let me grab them, guys. 79, 117. Random Elliott, I think they all got bought up. Yep. And we assign them too. So all the randoms are gone, Elliot. I'm sorry. 79, 117. Check, check. Okay, good luck, all. Last two of the night. We'll be back on Wednesday. NHL limited edition and baseball. We'll drop tomorrow for Wednesday. And we'll do some more of the stuff we do most of the nights on Wednesday as well. 79, Series 34. 0 Wonka. Have we only hit one Wonka box today? No, I think I forgot to write down. I did. Was that? See, it's always Bill's that I forget. Bill got 5 from that. Man, Al, what are you doing? 5 points from the Calvin Johnson. Whoopsies. Okay, now they're in there. We had 2 boxes with numbers. 0 on this one, though. Good luck, all. Yeah, okay. I know this name. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Also, well, we'll wait. We've got an STS 1.0. That's our first STS. That's not. We have a 3.0. The first one from Big Al's. STS 1.0. 0 points going to San Francisco. San Fran. Well, it was not claimed. I looked down the whole claim line. Random for spot 13. Zach hitting the Niners on your Minnesota claim. Let's see who recognizes this signature. It's been a while since we've had him. I love his stuff. 3, 2, 1. Who knows who that is? I honestly can't tell you the last time we had him in a series. I think we've had him once or twice. But it might be 10 series old, 20 series old. I don't know. I can't remember the last time we had him. Anyone recognize the signature? He was a beast. Tight end, that's Vernon Davis. For those that remember him, I did not remember Vernon Davis, man. He was a freak athlete. Great pass catcher. I hated him because he always destroyed the Packers. Man, it's hard to not like Vernon Davis. Vernon Davis, STS 1.0 for the Niners, going to Zach. Zach, nice hit. That's a cool one. I feel like it's been a long time since our last Vernon. I don't think we ever see him third party either. He's never on checklists or anything. At least to my knowledge. And now Spacer's got to come down here. Zach, nice hit. Why does this one feel heavy? I don't know. Okay, next one, 117. Series 34. 0 Wonka. Apparently no one else can remember the last time we had a Vernon either. Ooh. Okay. Now I know I felt a little heavier. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Got a little red visor to go with it, which I absolutely love for this helmet. Well, there's a few choices. Few popular ones, few non-popular ones. Let's see which one we got here. Watts are always the first guesses. Wisconsin Classic with a nice red visor. That's a beautiful helmet. Both earpieces in there. It is Beckett certified, old Beckett cert. And we've got 3, 2, 1. It is one of the Watts, but it is. Oh, look at that. He's got his college number. Ron Dane's always good guess. Russ, JT, always good guesses. Watts, great guesses. It is a Watt. That's TJ Watt. TJ Watt, which is a Pittsburgh Steelers hit, signed as college number 42, Wisconsin. Back and certified. Love that helmet. Beautiful. Who had Pittsburgh? You're going to tell me Pittsburgh and San Francisco were both randoms. That's probably not happened too often. Pittsburgh was the random on number 15 going to Bill. Bill hitting TJ Watt on a Wisconsin visored outspeed by way of random. Beautiful helmet. No Wonka, but that's a fun one. Hey, that's fitting. Wisconsin for you, too. Didn't think of that till now. Gets us to tie, does it? I stopped keeping track. I don't know why. I should have built way more up into that. Yeah, for sure, Zach. No problem. The Vernon Davis, of course. Hold on. Why did I quit keeping track? So is it 5-5? Is that what happened? No. Hold on. AFC North and AFC West. North, 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 North. 5. And then it was the AFC East and AFC South. 5-5-2-2. The NFC North, the other one is Calvin, right? No, it was the NFC West with them. Calvin and then the AFC East, AFC South. Travis, Tua, Seymour Butts, Curse, and was it the Card? No, that's NFC South. Who was the fifth? AFC East, AFC South. AFC East, AFC South. Curse, Seymour, sorry. Marino. I'm not looking over there. That's why. I was going to say you guys won, but you didn't. You tied. Hey, that's better than you've done in a while. You tied it. But you can't freaking win, so sorry. Maybe I'll add a second item now for Wednesday since you tied again. We'll do that. Okay, congrats, winners. Some fun stuff tonight. Headliners and a couple different products, too, so that's really cool. Non-Big Al stuff today. We had Sean Kemp, the glove on the rookie card. Tim told me that's cool. Gem Mint 10 for the Seattle Supersonics. Michael Penix Jr. with an awesome patch there. Number to 6, Obsidian rookie card for the Falcons. Nice case hit from this case. It was a broken up case, but 2 jerseys tonight were Ivan Barbashev and Connor Hellebuck. Love both those. Our helmets tonight, Tua Tagovailoa, Travis Hunter on the drip. Beautiful helmet there. Ed Reed on the STS 3.0. Love all of our third-party stuff today. Big Al stuff, jerseys were Dan Marino and Owen Tippett. Helmets were Vernon Davis, Calvin Johnson on the Amp, Alvin Kamara, Alt, Javon Curse on the Slate, Alan Faneca on the Steelers Classic, Richard Seymour Eclipse, AJ Green, Amp, Rod Smith Throwback, TJ Watt, Wisconsin. That's all. Fantastic stuff tonight. Congrats to those that hit them. Sorry to those that didn't. We'll be back on Wednesday, see if we can pull some fun stuff then as well. Appreciate you hanging out with me. Anything staying, let me know, and I'll post at the corner. Thanks, guys.